can't even get to cross.
What is going on YouTube? Super Quicksilver here, and we are back again today with another how to use. This one is going to be over Salamence. Yes, Salamence, the uber OP super god Pokemon. So Salamence may seem really basic at first, you know, just slap 252 in attack, 252 in speed, use Aerialate, and sweep everything. But in different formats such as VGC, and even in the Ubers and the old OU metagame, he had different sets, and even in the Ubers now he still has different sets to use, which is why I like him, especially with his Mega Evolution. He gets a huge buff to his defenses as well as his attack stats, so it's not just a sweeper, he can be a pseudo wall as well. So let's jump in here, and the first set we're going to have is the most basic OP Salamence you could possibly create. So this is a Mega Salamence, and like I said in the other videos where I did my Megas, I do not select the Mega as a regular Pokemon. I always give him his item so that I can select its ability. I don't want my Mega Mance to have Intimidate. I want him to have Moxie so that before he evolves, he can get a quick kill, Mega Evolve, and be even higher, plus his Dragon Dances, and then sweep everything. So we have Moxie and Salamence, obviously. First move is going to be Dragon Dance. You can drop Dragon Dance because he's already going to be pretty strong, especially if you get a Moxie off, but Dragon Dance is really there as security if you can't get the Moxie kill. So Dragon Dance is going to boost him 1 speed, 1 attack, make him very, very powerful. Especially if you can predict switches and stuff, you get free Dragon Dances set up, and you pretty much sweep your opponent's entire team. Double Edge is there because Double Edge is better than Outrage in my personal opinion, because there's no confusion and there is no being locked into the move. You just keep using it, and with Aerialate it becomes a flying type, so it's not going to be resisted by ghosts or immune by ghosts. Pretty good move in my opinion. So obviously Salamence gets his Double Edge. Then we have Dragon Claw as his basic dragon move. I didn't want to have two moves that were kind of either lock-in / recoil, so Double Edge is the recoil move. Really didn't want to use Outrage because I don't want to be locked into another big move like that and then take the status. So we're going to use Dragon Claw. 80 base power is nothing to laugh at. It's still pretty strong. And then last move is going to be Quake, because Earthquake is so strong. It's such a great move. EV spread is quite obvious. I'm sure you all predicted it. Max attack, max speed, 4 HP. The reason I don't have Adamant and I have Jolly is because 1, after Mega Evolving, his attack stat is bananas high. And 2, with Moxie and Dragon Dance, he's getting buffs, more buffs to his attack than he is to his speed, so we kind of need the little speed help. He's not slow by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not the fastest he could be, so the Jolly nature is going to help out there. Next set is going to be my version of Salamence from when I played him in Uber, or when I played him in VGC's, VGC 2014, I believe, actually, and you might have seen it if you watched VGC's. I don't remember the guy's name, but he sort of patented the special sweeper Salamence for VGC's. And this is my take on it now that there's a Mega Salamence. And this is for Ubers, not only for VGC's. All these sets are pretty much for any format you want to play. So again, Salamence, this time I didn't actually have to give him his item. I could have just picked Mega Salamence because I want the Intimidate, because Moxie's not going to be doing anything for this one. So we want the Intimidate on him. Lower the opponent's attack by 1 stage, makes him a little harder to kill. Hyper Voice is the first move. Hyper Voice with Aerialate makes it a flying type move, so it gets its stab buff. It's going to be very powerful, and it's a very good move on any Pokemon that gets an ability that changes move types. Draco Meteor is the next move because Draco Meteor is absolutely insanely powerful. I love Draco Meteor. You could switch it out for Dragon Pulse, which I actually do run on some sets, Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor, because I don't want that special attack drop every single time I use a dragon move. But Draco Meteor is super, super powerful, 130 base power. It is insanity. Next move, we're going to run Fire Blast. I don't like Fire Blast over Flamethrower, but on a Pokemon where special attack isn't their strong suit, or where I'm using an opposite set of what they would normally use because of their stats, I pick the strongest version of whatever of that type. So fire types, I prefer Flamethrower, but because Salamence's special attack is lower than, you know, the average special attacker, I give him Fire Blast to kind of make up for that difference in damage. So Fire Blast is there because it's amazingly powerful, gets the burns, and then Hydro Pump because it's a powerful water type coverage move. Hydro Pump is absolute insanity. And then the moveset is pretty much identical to the first one, except this time we do the modest nature instead of the speed nature, because we want that special attack buff, because it's a little bit weaker than his attack stat. Moving into the third set, this is a non-Mega Salamence. If you already have a Mega, or if you don't want to run Megas, this is a cool set. Again, this is the exact set I ran in VGCs in 2014. So Choice Spec Salamence, You could switch it for Scarf if you really wanted to. I can't put 2 items here, obviously, so I can't show that. But you can use Scarf or Specs, either one. And then Intimidate's the ability, because again, Moxie's not doing anything for him. And then we got Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, Hydro Pump, and there's the Dragon Pulse I was talking about, just so he can use the Dragon move without losing a majority of his special attack. EVs are the exact same as before, except since I'm not running a Scarf, I give it Timid. If I was running a Scarf, I would give it Modest. So when you do Pokemon sets, items are going to sort of switch up your EVs in certain ways. Moves are going to switch up your EVs in certain ways. So you just have to kind of play around some of the faults you're giving your Pokemon. By giving him so much special attack, I'm going to help his speed out because he already has that huge buff. Into the third set, this is a Choice Scarf Physical Sweeper Salamence, really nice. Moxie Choice Scarf going to be getting a lot of revenge kills and get a lot of attack buffs, so he doesn't need Dragon Dance, and he's going to outspeed a shit ton of stuff. Outrage is on this one with Dragon Claw. Again, 2 Dragon moves, so I'm not locked into something, and I can still hit with my Stab, super effective move. And then I use the Quake Slide combo, patented. Everybody uses Quake Slide. Very, very good combination of moves. EVs, yes, I am running Choice Scarf and giving it Jolly. That's only because I want him to be as fast as possible. That's why I gave him the Choice Scarf, was so he could for sure guarantee outspeed the majority of things he's going to come up against. So I give it the Jolly nature there instead of the Adamant. But you could do Adamant if you wanted to. It's not going to be a humongous difference in speed, but every little bit helps, especially in speed ties and stuff like that. If you come up against a Salamence Choice Scarf and you're Jolly, you're going to outspeed it, even if you have the exact same EVs, because they might have picked Adamant. So that's why I like that, just to outspeed the mirrors and stuff. Into the last set, and this set is going to be the one nobody uses, but I use. This is my favorite Salamence set. This is what I use in Ubers. I absolutely love this set. So Mega Salamence with Aerialate. Intimidate is his base ability for this specific set. So I didn't select his normal yada yada and give him the item. I just went ahead and slapped the Mega on there. So Intimidate's going to be his base ability, so he's dropping your opponent's attack when he switches in. And then we have Roost to get his HP back, because this is a Wall Salamence. So we have Roost. Get that HP back, he loses that flying type, so he becomes immune to that thunder garbage. So he's going to be not taking too much from those, he's taking neutral from those, and neutral from ground type moves, so losing the flying type is not actually hurting him that much, it's sort of helping him. Toxic, it's a wall. This set kind of suffers from the 4 move slot syndrome. I would rather have like Dragon Claw, Defog, Roost, Double Edge, and Toxic. I want all 5 of those moves, but I can't have them all. So I would switch out Toxic for Dragon Claw if you don't like having Toxic. Either move is kind of replaceable in my opinion, but I like it because it can help if Salamence is about to die and he gets that Toxic off. The Pokemon that comes in has an easier time revenge killing, especially if you have walls left and you already have a Toxic set up. It helps your wall to outstall theirs. So I like Toxic a little bit more than Dragon Claw, but if you want to run it, I totally recommend it. And then we have Defog here, get rid of rocks, get rid of entry hazards, get rid of all that stuff that hinders you. I really like Defog, one of the most powerful moves in the game, absolutely incredible. And then Double Edge here, because it's not a normal type move, it's actually a flying type move with Aerialate. So it's another move that nothing is immune to, which is why I'm not running Dragon Claw plus those other 3 moves, is because Fairies could just switch in, and then now Salamence has nothing. Except for the Toxic, which is just another reason to have the Toxic. So I mean, all these moves kind of counteract each other and help each other out. But this is the set I prefer. On to the EV spread. He gets a humongous defense boost, 40 base points into his defense when he Mega Evolves, and a nice chunk into his attack, so very, very good. 20 points into his speed, so he's not slow even without any investment. He's pretty fast, not the fastest, pretty fast. He's lower tier. Special defense is going to max out with a special defense nature, so it can be a little bit near the regular defense, because regular defense gets a gigantic boost when Mega Evolving, so you don't really need to invest anything in that. And then maximum HP, because it is a wall, and 4 attack just to make Double Edge hit a little bit harder. So these are all the sets I like using Salamence with. Very, very fun Pokemon to use, very versatile Pokemon. Lots of sets you won't ever see, like this defensive set. A lot of people just run that original Sweeper Salamence with a Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, you know, Moxie Mega, stuff like that. But that's boring. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's run some Wall Salamence, get that out there in the mix. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Here we go!